Okay, so now we're going through this one, the range. Okay, and this is the reason why we've done it first is because the range is actually the simplest of all the measures of spread. We can call them measures of spread, measures of variation, measures of dispersion, just different names, but it's the same thing. How things are different, measures of variability. So here it's the easiest, it's the simplest of all of them. Okay, why? Because you only use extreme values. For the range, we don't have to know all the values in the data set. No, we only have to know the highest value and the lowest, and then the difference between them is going to be your range. So range is the difference between your highest observation and the lowest observation, right? And one thing you should know is it has the same units as the data that you'll be having. You only need the extreme value, the maximum and the minimum. The difference between them is going to be your range. The range helps you to know the interval, the smallest interval in which all the values are going to be. So the difference between the highest and the lowest, that interval, okay, where all the values are included in, right? What is the difference between the highest and the lowest? And we say that range, sorry for that, range is equal to, we can say highest value minus lowest value, or maximum minus minimum, it's the same. Highest value minus lowest value. This is going to be our range. And we're going to be able to get an answer, right? That's just how you do it. That's how you get. There's another range called the interquartile range, which we'll cover a little bit later. But this is just the basic one, which we only need to know the extreme value, the highest and the lowest, right? And we can be able to get our range. Let's go through this first worked example. It says, find the range of the heart rates of each of the two adults listed above. The two adults that we've done. So if we talk about adult 1, let's find the range for adult 1. So we can say for adult 1, we can start with adult 1 and we'll say range will be equal to highest value minus lowest value. What is the highest value? 81. The lowest value is 68. So it's going to be 81 minus 68. Then we're going to have it. What is it? 81 minus 68. This is going to be 13. Then we can now have for adult 2. Adult 2 will now say range is equal to adult 2. What is the range? Highest value 120, smallest 44. So it'll be 120 minus 44. So we go again. We say 120 minus 44. We get 76. Look at how big this range is. So there we have. That means these values are spread out quite a lot. Here is 13, here is 76. So this is how you get range. The difference between the highest and the smallest. And it gives you the overall spread of your data. That gives you an idea of how spread out your data is. Now here I know that it's very spread out. Here it's not that much. Okay, that's it. Bye for now.